losing state revenue because of it. But anyway, this would be just 1 day, and you have a revenue impact statement there. Shows it's going to cost $1.6 million. Move for adoption.
You heard the motion, and apparently, as written, it would pass in Oklahoma. Is that your? That's.
No, I said Oklahoma has the sales tax holiday already in place.
Oh, okay. All right. Are you through, Mr. Allenson? Are there questions from members of the committee? I have a question, Senator Smith.
I think it was last time when Representative Hall had his, we had some testimony that Tennessee has one, and people are just flooding across to Memphis to go to Sam's or
That's right.
Walmart. And now Oklahoma's got one, and Western Arkansas is going to be flooding over there. And in this revenue impact, is any of that flood of people spending money out of state, have they factored that into this impact statement, Mr. Chairman?
I'm not sure. I didn't do it. We'll probably. Mr. Tice, you want to get up there anyway, aren't you? You're recognized, Mr. Tice.
Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, my name is John Tice with DFA. The answer to Senator Smith's question is no, this does not address, this addresses only the loss that occurs within the state from folks who are buying things that otherwise would have purchased them in the state and paid tax. Certainly folks in central Arkansas and Pulaski and Saline and central counties, the likelihood of them traveling elsewhere to buy items is much reduced.
But Mr. Tice, if people from Jonesboro and all in that area and Fort Smith, I mean, and to be a true impact statement, it would have to take those into account.
The impact statement is designed to show the loss to the state of Arkansas resulting from the bill, not to show the gain to other states or how much you're giving up. So this is just showing the actual dollar cost to the state of Arkansas if the bill were to be passed.
Mr. Tice, he's just jerking his chain. I wouldn't pay attention to him anyway. Okay. Mr. Anderson, you're recognized.
Mr. Chairman, they're always gloom and doom.
I know it. Mr. Anderson.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just, Senator Smith, I'll rest easy knowing that someone will be coming back to ask those dynamic scoring questions. Thank you.
Are there another question? Mr. Allenson moves adoption. Oh, you want to ask a question, Mr. Allenson?
Yes, sir. Mr. Tice, this is kind of the maximum that it could possibly be, right? This is a soaring wild guess at best, right?
No, sir, that's not correct. What we've done is look at other states that had similar programs. We've looked at the costs in those states and adjusted those to Arkansas size, Arkansas sales volume, and we think based on the experience other states have had, the estimate is pretty good.
Mr. Allenson, satisfy you? Mr. Allenson, he just... Other question? Yes, Ms. Smith.
So this would exempt all human wearing apparel. I guess underwear and everything, right? What phone?
I wouldn't go there, Ms. Smith, but yeah.
But, okay. I mean, it's just all apparel, is that right? I mean, it includes everything. Less than $75. So probably not blazers or anything. And it's for anyone. It's not just school children.
I didn't write this thing, Mr. Allenson. You want to lean up? Yeah. Does this include thong underwear? What's the deal? Ms. Smith wants to know about that.
You said you wouldn't go there, and then you just did. Doesn't include uniforms, or it's mostly just for back to school for kids, and anything over $75 is excluded. So that's a lot of expensive stuff. This is mostly for poor kids that can't afford clothes that cost $75 more.
Mr. Sample, you want to ask a question? Do.
What happens when the price goes over $75? Are you gonna be taxed on that extra, or?
Mr. Allenson, that was to you.
I don't think there's any exclusion there, as far as, when it goes over $75, you pay the tax.
You pay the tax on the whole item. If it's $76, you're gonna pay the tax on the whole item.
Yes, sir. Mr. Tyson's nodding his head up and down.
Okay. Mr. Lovell?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I think Representative Hall, what he introduced last year included school supplies, pen, paper, pencils, all this good stuff, which I know you don't wear it, but you don't. All I'm saying is that this may be too narrow. If it's intended for school clothes, I think it ought to include school supplies.
Well, of course, the truth of the matter is Mr. Hall's already had an ISP adopted. Mr. Allenson wants to adopt his. I guess both of them or either of them are going to draft a bill sometime during the session. And at that particular point in time, y'all can pick out the best part of two of them, okay? So today, all we're going to do is mess with him a little bit. Mr. Allenson, you through?
Just wanted to say, anything else that we add to is going to increase the impact statement. Right now, we got it down to $1.6 million. You start adding stuff to it, it's going to go up.
What was Mr. Hall's impact? Does anybody remember? Do you do one?
Mr. Hall's would have been much larger than that because I think his recommendation was a tax-free weekend, not just a day. So his is probably, and it included school supplies, but it's probably going to be 2 or 3, maybe 4 times that amount.
So you guys are going to have some major decisions to make, see?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Tice, you got something to add?
I was just going to respond to the question about Representative Hall's proposal.
Yes.
He was proposing a 3-day holiday, a $100 limit on clothing, and his also included school supplies, computer software, valued up to $750. The impact statement on his was about $5.1 million the first year because it was much broader.
All right, other question, members of the committee? See it? Mr. House?
Thank you. I'm just struggling a little bit. Can we actually legislate to county at the same time this shows relief from the county?
Mr. House, I can't make your head or tail out of what you're saying.
I'm sorry, let me try that again. In reading this, it reads to me that we're going to be legislating the removal of the county and city sales tax for that same time period, and I'm just confused. Is that something we can actually do?
That's something y'all work on next session. Today, we're just going to try to adopt this.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Got any intelligent questions? Mr. Allison moves adoption. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed?
No.
You and Mr. Hall pretty tight. Well, you're the only one we got registered. All right, our next item of business is my little deal. Now, Mr. Tice, get back.